My name is Scene. Don't think you can boss me around for no reason. Unless food is involved.
Before we get to introductions, first...
My name is Logos, the head student of the Delphi Society. Are you also a seeker of philosophy?
Works at Weishi, consulting for the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity? I heard that coming here allows for a proper break.
I seem to see more things. Are those memories? I will record these experiences. Spread your wings, Ansu. Complete insight. Fall. Complete insight. Anzu, end it all! Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Well done, An. You can come back now. Thanks for your guidance. Spread your wings, Anzu. Fluttering wings.
The fire is burning. Forgive all sins. Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence. May their souls rest in a garden full of blooming flowers. This glory is the finest crown.
Spread your wings, Anzu.
The fire is burning. Forgive all sins. Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence. May their souls rest in a garden full of blooming flowers. This glory is the finest crown. It tests us like gold placed in a furnace. It accepts us like a burnt offering. When we are favored, we shine. See suffering as a blessing.
So, what does your Emperor want to uncover about the God of the Sun?
Even though the Emperor's brilliance can rival the sun itself, he can't accept that all things eventually come to an end. Rumor has it that the god of the Sun of Memphis is immortal. Therefore, His Majesty wishes to unravel the secret to immortality, hoping to find methods that will grant him immortality.
In this vast library, there must be a scroll or something that holds the key to harnessing the power of the God of the Sun. His Majesty's goal is to conquer distant stars, and we, the Immortal Army, must find that divine scroll. Those who betrayed His Majesty shall remain silent forever.
Hey, are you alright?
No. His mental state has irreversibly deteriorated.
I apologize, esteemed Emaons. I wasn't myself.
Sit down and take a break. You don't have to put up a strong front here, because there's no emperor who requires your worship.
I appreciate your kindness, but I don't deserve forgiveness. I made a solemn vow to His Majesty that I would never stop my journey until his realm reached the ends of the world. Yet here I am, empty-handed, a disgrace to His Majesty's glory. I feel ashamed to admit that I've known for a while that my time would come soon. But His Majesty once said he would share his dreams and glory with us. I want to return to His Majesty's throne before drawing my last breath. Please, don't let my journey end here. Thank you for your generosity. Although I can't see your face now, I'll always remember your kindness.
Well, I have nothing to say to a blind loyalist like him. Take good care of him.
Walk with the umbrella. No contact allowed. Walk with the umbrella. No contact allowed. Walk with the umbrella.
This place feels familiar. The device in the center should be able to take us down below. The correct switch is hidden under the tome that glorifies His Majesty. If you actually exist, why did you stay silent when His Majesty asked his questions?
Then let's be a bit more serious. Interesting fellow.
That shape. It's His Majesty's throne. Thank you for bringing me here. His Majesty is just ahead.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
That's Farhad, a member of the scout squad. Maybe he's found something. Hurry! Bring him before His Majesty.
Need an umbrella? Walk with the umbrella. No contact allowed.
Why are you looking so exhausted, General Farhad? What happened to you? What did you do to him?
Behave yourselves. If it weren't for these Emeons, I would have died long ago on the nameless land. I'll inform His Majesty of your achievements, Emeon. Soon, you'll see that Farhad always keeps his promises. And His Majesty is a generous and benevolent ruler.
Let us assist you.
Stand back. No need. I've witnessed the distant and boundless lands with His Majesty when you were just babies. If I need help with even a few steps, how am I supposed to follow His Majesty to the ends of the stars? What is happening? Why can't I move on? I'm so ashamed to request that Your Majesty descend from your throne. Your Majesty, please!
You're in no position to tell me how to punish my soldiers, outsider. Those who have failed me are no different from deserters, and this is what happens to deserters. Pythagoras, are they your companions?
No, Your Majesty. Although their clothes resemble mine, I've never seen them before.
We are not Emeons from this world. We come from the future, 2,500 years from now.
A funny joke. Unfortunately, it comes at an inopportune moment. Those who dare to mock me must be punished.
Please, wait, Your Majesty. The wonders of the Library of Babel surpass the wildest imagination of mortals. Here, it is possible to encounter someone from a past or future era. For the sake of your lives, strangers. If you two are Emians like me, show your proof.
This is a fragment from your crown.
Indeed it is. Where did you get this weathered fragment from?
From 2,500 years in the future. By then, it had become an antique.
Interesting. Let's assume what you said is true. Answer me this. Who rules over Obed 2,500 years from now?
I can't answer your question because Obed has no need for a ruler that far in the future.
I see. You can't provide me what I desire either. Lead the way forward, Pythagoras. As for these useless freeloaders, get rid of them, my soldiers.
Ari.
Your Majesty, please forgive our rudeness.
You know your manners, but your courtesy comes too late.
It's true that Obed won't need a ruler in the future. Because by that time, Obed will be insignificant compared to your vast empire. We don't need anyone specifically to rule over it. The fragment you just saw is a gift you gave us yourself.
You mean you've seen me 2,500 years later? Do I still rule over my vast empire?
Yeah, of course.
How did I survive until then in the future? Tell me, now!
Gladly, but we want something in return.
Even those who call themselves the mouthpieces of the gods are nothing more than mere mortals after all. Your wish is granted. All the wealth in my treasury and all the provinces in my domain are yours for the taking.
We don't want wealth or fiefdoms. We just want to know what you know about the God of the Sun.
How interesting. That's the very same question I've been asking you, Emeons, for years. But why is an Emeon from the future asking me this question instead?
You seek the secrets of the God of the Sun because you're eager to know the secret to immortality, right? We discovered its mysteries once. However, over the long years since then, many details of our research have been lost. That's why we're coming back from the future, to get the missing pieces. You've been to Delphi during your expedition, and I believe you've heard the stories about Oedipus that go around there. In the loop made by time, the result and the cause will become one. You'll need to tell us everything you know about the God of the Sun, so that we'll be able to get you the full answer. That's the only way we can help you survive the next 2,500 years. In the distant future, you gifted us the token so that we could return here to figure out the truth about immortality.
Nothing but lies. Myths are for ignorant children. Do you think I'm as gullible as a child? I've found ludicrous loopholes in your words. Since the me in the future already knows the secret to immortality, why didn't that me ask you to tell me the secrets directly? Immortal Army! Those who deceive me will pay with their lives.
Of course, you can just kill us, Your Majesty. But at the moment we're killed, the casual loop in the timeline will be severed. If you don't learn the secret to immortality now, you, your empire, and all the feats you will achieve in the future will simply go up in smoke.
Are you threatening me, Emaon?
No. As a scholar, I'm simply telling you what might happen because of your actions. Whether to trust us or kill us on the spot, the choice is up to you. I'm sure you already have an answer in your mind.
Well, indeed. A nasty tone unique to Emaon. Lay down your weapons. For now. Listen well. I sent my people to collect many ancient documents and summon many scholars while I was in Memphis. But the destruction of Eketaton was so complete that very little information survived. Despite my efforts, I only figured out one piece of information from the ancient records. The language of the gods is a palindrome.
The language of the gods is a palindrome? What does that mean?
Legend has it that Akhenaten deciphered the language of the gods and thus learned how to harness the sun. The language consists of a huge number of palindromic words. While they are written exactly the same forwards and backwards, they cause the god of the sun to perform very different behaviors. That's all I know. I didn't have access to the vocabulary. As soon as I returned to Obed, I shared this discovery with your companions, the Emaons of this era. But unfortunately, it didn't help them with the task I assigned them. Now it's your turn. Tell me, have you figured out the secret to immortality?
Are.
Huh? What are you talking about? The secret to immortality? It does not exist! What are you waiting for, Director? We've got the information. Now it's time to make a run for it.
How dare you? Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
Your Majesty, please calm down. Your Majesty.
Darius, the great king of Obed, the king of all kings! I shall bestow grace upon the faithful and punish the disloyal! Heed my command, my immortal army! Hunt down those Emaons! From this place to the end of the world! From this moment until the end of their lives, or yours!
We have ventured too far, Your Majesty. If we continue, we may not be able to return. The paths ahead, not even the Emians have explored them.
Emions. Always those babbling Emions. Why would I, the king of all kings, need someone else to pioneer my new territories? Wherever I go, it is my domain. And whatever I say, my words shall shine like the sun. From this day on, cease all support of those Emions. We don't need those false mouthpieces of the gods.
But, Your Majesty, what about Pythagoras?
I won't repeat myself.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are... Wait! Please, spare us! I beg you!
Take away their supplies, spare the strong, and destroy the old and the weak. What is happening? Why do you defy my orders? Have you forgotten what happened when we crossed the Memphis Desert? If we hadn't plundered the caravan, it wouldn't have been us celebrating under the magnificent waterfalls of the Memphis River. Carry on. We have a long path ahead, and we must not stumble here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let's station ourselves here today. Looks like we're running low on food. Soldiers, kill my horse. What's the meaning of this? Why the hesitation? Have you forgotten what happened when we attacked Delphi the first time? And that time I slaughtered my horse so that we could cross frigid Mount Medicus? This is no different. Come. I shall share the horse's flesh with all of you once more. My warriors. My warriors? halt here. We need a break once in a while. I grant you a brief reprieve. These books on the shelves are unlike any I've seen before. No matter. One day I will conquer their lands. Remember what I said, Fahad. I shall share my glory and dreams with you. Armor me, Fahad, my most loyal friend. Let's embark on our odyssey. Our expedition must not stop here. Fahad, if you choose not to accompany me on this quest, it's all right. I permit you to turn back and return home. It is a king's duty to forge ahead. As my subject, your duty is to spread news of my accomplishments throughout the world. Go back, Fahad. Whether in life or in death, you shall forever be showered in my grace. Fahad. One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky.
Probability fears time.
This is Sarvis's era.
Something seems to be on your mind. That "I've really got something to say" look on your face is pretty rare.
I think I've figured out why we've been entangled with Darius. Now I'm certain that the giant we encountered when we first entered the library and the one we saw during our second meeting with Sarvis are one and the same, Sia. It is Darius. This library is alive and has its own wisdom. That's what Elish, the first director of the library. Therefore, visitors should stay. It is not recommended to speak, write, or daydream, for words and ideas carry power. The library is an anomaly, after all. It may give incredible responses to obsessive thoughts.
Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
We deceived a man of extraordinary strength, of willpower. Obsessive ideas may stir up billowing waves in this ocean of thoughts.
So, you're saying that the library distorted Dar- If that's the case, it explains why he hates. After all, we Hold on a sec. So, we lied to Darius, and after he got distorted by the library, according to our time machine, you met the giant before you met me. Thanks to him, our time machine met the future me and heard the prophecy. And that's how we started this totally messed up journey, right? How ironic.
We went to Darius because we had already met him. Cause and effect become one in the Library of Babel. It's a loop.
Why are you giving me that look?
No, it's nothing. Just don't leave my sight without my permission, Ari.
What are you talking about? That's a weird thing to say. Quit using that tone with me. Shut up! Hey, what's with that look on your face? Stop it. It's making me sick. I'm not going to follow this so-called prophecy. But with the current situation, we have to continue this loop. Remember, the fate of 2 eras rests on our shoulders. Next, if our time machine gets things right, we should be at a point between our 2 encounters with Sarvis. We must inform him about the divine words at this point. Since someone in this era activated a 10, the divine words must exist in this era. If he can find the person who activated a 10, he'll naturally get the command to stop it. If everything goes smoothly, we'll put a stop to a 10. No. The Star of Ephrathah, before it burns everything in this era to ashes. Try saying that again!
Someone's coming. Those are Japheth soldiers.
Looks like they're in a tough spot too.
I never expected someone to come to my rescue. Thank you so much. Wait, you're the Emeans who escaped from Lord Sarvis before?
So what if we are? Are you planning to capture us and hand us over to your general?
No, we Japhethians are anything but ungrateful. Anyway, it's good to see you. We've been searching for you. That's not the case, Emean. Lord Sarvis has encountered an extraordinary problem, and he says only Emeans can solve it.
As I thought. Then what are we waiting for? Lead the way.
I'm sorry, but when we enter this infinite library again, the path ahead takes us back to where we came from.
Aren't you coming with us?
As you can see, my squad has been decimated. With all the dangers lurking here, we shouldn't burden you with protecting us. Please, hurry to the General as soon as possible.
Let's go.
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep.
The unknown sector has changed, so the rules we know might not apply anymore.
That is the wrong way. This hellhole is truly unpredictable. We need to figure out new rules before finding a way out.
The one surrounded up ahead is Sarvis.
Let's wait until he's worn out, and then we'll have the perfect chance to strike. Hey, why are you giving me that look? All right, fine. We'll rescue him.
Oh, it's you. Thank you for your help, Emeans. I apologize for my rudeness earlier, and I would like to do my best to clear up the misunderstanding I caused. But I'm afraid we don't have time for that now.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
Allow me to get straight to the point. Do you happen to know how to deactivate the God of the Sun?
Did someone activate that sphere?
I'm afraid so. According to our plan, we delivered it to the Philistine Sea to get it loaded on a ship and then transfer it to Javriel. However, it passed through one of our vassal states on its way back. To my astonishment, the ruler there, Herod, had the audacity to lay his finger on it. It was only afterward that we learned that quite a few servants in Herod's kingdom had been exiled from Memphis, and some of them had even served as priests in Memphis. They knew a number of secrets that had been passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Not even Lord Thurinus or Emperor Darius had learned about them when they conquered Memphis. Those Memphians stirred up Herod's greed, making him believe that he could awaken the god of the sun like the ancient pharaoh Akhenaten did, and thus be elevated to the status of a god.
How ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Truth is, the Memphian slaves hate him for his brutality and wanted to use this chance to take revenge. They didn't think about the catastrophic consequences it would bring. Unfortunately, Herod killed all those slaves once he obtained the divine words, so nobody else could ascend to the divine throne like him. By the time we arrived, the copper sphere was already levitating and burning over Herod's capital city, Ephrathah. We apprehended Herod before the city was razed to the ground. However, he only knows how to activate the sphere, and he didn't ask for the command to deactivate it. Now, with the death of the last Memphian priests, the secrets are lost forever. If that copper sphere continues to burn, one day the Philistine Sea will dry up, and even Javriel, the eternal city, will end up in flames. Fortunately, I had met you in the Library of Babel. I remembered you had mentioned that the copper sphere could be deactivated. So, we rushed back here to seek your help. Such is the situation. If you know how to stop this world from ending up in flames, I'm willing to offer whatever I can in return.
Hey, hold on.
You've told him already?
The language of the gods is a palindrome. I understand. That'll do. Write the palindrome words in both directions, and the quill will go back to where it started. In other words, the command to activate the sphere is also the command to deactivate it. We just need to repeat the same word Herod used, and it will revert to its previous state. I can't believe this answer is so straightforward. I must return to Ephrathah immediately. But the thing is, we've lost a significant number of soldiers since entering the Library of Babel. I'm sorry, Hemayon, but I need your...
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Our strength isn't enough to break through this gate.
This gate is heavy. Please stand back.
Thank goodness we didn't fight him earlier.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because of the noise. What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing.
Forgive all sins.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
I think I've been here before. The path on the right leads back to where I came from.
Jeez, not another one of those annoying stone gates.
Don't worry. My strength should be enough to break through it. However, I've just exerted a lot of energy.
Fine. Take a step back, Sia.
They started following us before I even noticed. What a bunch of eyesores.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
The door's been breached. Let's follow him and not waste time dealing with those creatures.
Finally. Ahead is the sector I entered from. One must exit from where they... Thank you for escorting me here.
Hey, Mr. General. Although we didn't request payment, it's okay to ask for a favor, right?
Of course. Just let me know whatever you want.
Well, when you go back and see Herod again, please make a copy of the divine words he tells you and give it to us.
Sure thing. That's a simple task. Once I resolve the troubles in Ephrathah, I'll come back and deliver the letter for you. Thank you for your generosity. I'll never forget it.
Please rest assured, Your Highness. Sarvis is one of the few generals who possesses...
But he's been inside all night. I know it's prudent for us to stay out here. You've witnessed the enigmatic... Will Sarvis return?
Your Highness, High Priest.
Sarvis, you're back!
Yes, and I bring good tidings. I found the peculiar Emaon I mentioned last time, and they instructed me how to deactivate the God of the Sun.
Excellent. This... High Priest Marari, do you still have a copy of the treaty with the Arsacid Empire?
I can have the scribe immediately draft a new one, Your Highness. What do you mean, Your Highness?
I will sign it. Tell our soldiers that we are no longer at war with Abed. Let's go back. Once we resolve the issue in Ephrathah, we will make our way back home.
May I ask the reason behind your change of heart, Your Highness?
Look at that burning star. If there's anything like divine revelation in the world, it probably looks like that. Wouldn't you agree? No. Japheth is not ready to confront such power. My father has been invincible throughout his life. He forged his great empire in his 30s. I heard that he was frustrated at the thought of spending the remainder of his days governing rather than conquering. However, I think governing is far more challenging than conquering. I'm always worried that if Japheth's armies keep crossing new frontiers, sooner or later, they'll meet an impenetrable presence. Father has never tasted defeat, and neither has Japheth. Father is aged, and Japheth has long grown accustomed to the countless triumphs he has achieved. If one day Japheth fails to sustain its momentum of conquest, if one day the tip of Japheth's spear finally shatters against a towering wall never before encountered, how do you think the people of Japheth would feel in such a moment? Pride renders one fragile, and when it breaks, it shatters the heart into pieces. Now, seeing that newborn star, I think we've reached a towering wall that casts its shadow over Japheth. Undoubtedly, there are forces in this world that surpass the limits of human imagination. This library, capable of harnessing even the power of that star, lies far beyond our dominion. We are not yet prepared to venture into the realm of gods.
I concur, Your Highness. It is time to head back. Since Emian has guarded his power for so long, let it be. There must be reasons why this tower has stood undisturbed for thousands of years. Until we understand those reasons, we must not disturb the balance. No, we shouldn't even touch it. It'd be best if all of us stayed away from it, neither to inquire nor to disturb it, lest it bring a catastrophe down upon us. While my words may appear disrespectful, His Majesty's order to retrieve the God of the Sun and the situation we are facing serve as compelling evidence.
I agree with your decision to retreat, Your Highness. However, if we ignore the blaze of the star and the impending destruction it brings, it is beautiful, like a real celestial body. Now we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that someone, or some being, crafted it. How extraordinary is it to craft a star? If I had the chance, I would love to see the hands that forged the star. Even if I am unable to witness it, I hope that my descendants will be blessed with this fortune.
Time to go. We have no time for sentimentality. Leave the recording of history to poets and scholars. As for us, let us restore the sky with its true sun